Hello. Today we're going to be studying long division. As always, label your notebook with the title of the lesson and take notes on all of my examples. So the first part of dealing with long division, we're going to start off with a small divisor and go from there. So we're going to start off with 4, divided into 4 divided into 39. 4 is our divisor. 39 is our dividend. And then what we end up with for our answer up here will be our quotient. So those are vocabulary words you're going to need to know. Divisor, which is this number, dividend underneath the house, and quotient being your final answer of a division problem. So our first step is to figure out, and I'm going to go ahead and add another number in, sorry. So 4 divided into 397. This can also be read as, I'll go over here, 397 over 4 as in fraction form, 397 divided by 4, but we cannot say 4 divided by 397. That is not the same thing. That is indicating that the 4 is underneath, but yet the 397 is there. So the situation for this problem, we're going to say we have 397 marbles, and I want to put them into groups of 4. So I want to know how many groups I need to make with my marbles. So our first step is to figure out how many times 4 will go into the first part of the problem. So 4 goes into 3. Well, that's not possible. So we're just going to go ahead and put a place value holder there to know that we need to move the part of the problem over. So 4 won't go into 3, so we're putting a 0, like a null there. But 4 will go into 39. So we have 39. And we want to go in there as close as we can to 39 without going over 39. So 4 can't go into 39. So I know that 4 times 10 is 40, too much. So I know 4 times 9 is 36. And that's probably what I'm going to be looking for. So 4 times 9 is 36. My next step is going to be multiply that, put it here, and then subtract. 39 minus 36 equals 3. And then my next step is to bring down. So bring down the 37. So again, that was to initially divide. So I divided there. Let me slow this over a second, show you something. So I divided 39 divided by 4. Then I multiplied 9 times 4. Then I subtracted 39 minus 36. And then bring down the 7. Okay? And then our next step is to do it all over again. So 4 goes into 37, my dividing part. 4 times 9 is 36, so it's going to be the same thing, 99. 4 times 9, so I'll multiply, now I subtract. Now one thing I want to remind you, once I subtract, that remainder part has to be less than the divisor. So back up here, when I had just a 3 left, that's fine. If it's more than 4, that means I didn't divide enough. So keep your paper here. I'm going to erase something so I can show you what happens if I didn't divide enough. And I'll use a different color, but just keep your writing, just put your pencil down for 1 second. So I'm going to use a different color. So if when I subtracted, I initially said that this was 3, and I brought down my 7. Well, let's pretend that I said 4 goes into 37 8 times. That's close. So 8 times. 8 times 4 is 32. I subtract or bring down, I subtract, and I get 5. Well, this shows you that I have 5 left over. But that shouldn't be so because it only takes 4 to make a group. So that tells me I've got one more group I can make from this, which is why 9 was originally the right answer, because there are 9 groups of 4 in 37, not 8 groups of 4. So I'm going to put my original work back on, get back where you were. So I subtract, and I will have 1 left over. So what this answer means is that I had 397 marbles, and I'm wanting to put them into 4 groups. My answer, my quotient, is 99. That means I can have 99 groups of marbles with 4 in each group. This also means that there will be 1 marble that won't make it into a group. 1 marble all alone. Okay? So it'll be 99 groups with 4 in it, and 1 group with 1 marble. So that's dividing long division. We're going to do one more problem and talk about real life situations. Okay? So one more problem. So the next problem, we're going to go into double digit. So this time we're going to say 12 divided into 4,000, no, we're just 400, 429. So this time I have 429 kids, and I need to figure out how many vans I need to take them to the soccer game, a big, big soccer game. So 12 people fit in the van. So I want to know how many vans it's going to take. So this time, we're still following the rule of divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. We're still following that logic. So 12 goes into 4, can't do it. So 12 goes into 42. Well, how many times is it close? So 12 times 1 is 12, times 2 is 24, 12 times 3 is 36. That would probably work, and 12 times 4 is 48. If you don't know these off the top of your head, you're going to want to learn this as quick as you can, because that's going to slow you down on the division process, but at least go over on scratch paper and work it out if you have to. So I know that 12 times 3 is 36. I'm going to subtract. 36 taken from 42 will leave 6 left over, and 6 is smaller than 12, so I'm on the right track. 6, bring down my 9, and I'll have 69 left. So I need to decide how many groups of 12 can go into 69. So 12 times 5 is 60. 12 times 6 is more than that, 72. So I know that 12 times 6 is going to work. So 12 times 6 is, 12 times 5. 12 times 5 is 60. And that's, again, one of those table facts you have to learn. 69 minus 60 is 9. So what this answer means is I will need 35 vans, each carrying 12 students. And then I'll have 9 kids with no ride. Now that's answering the question mathematically. Mathematically, that is right. But real life, do you want to be one of those 9 kids with no ride? No, you don't. You want to go to the soccer game. So you have to then know that real life, we need another van. Even though it's not going to be completely filled, that's fine. These kids have to get to the game. So real life, we need 36 vans. A lot of vans, but got a lot of kids too. So real life, we need 36 vans, knowing that not all of the seats will be filled in. We can bring some parents maybe or something like that. So that's division. And the hardest part, I think, is figuring out when you have remainders, what those remainders and what the answers mean. So thinking back, what was the question asking you? 429 kids need to get to the soccer game. The vans hold 12 each. So that's how we divided 429 divided by 12, equaling 35 with a remainder of 9. Mathematically, real life, we need 36.